So Will, you've played every game so far this season and one of very few to do so. How have you managed to stay injury free and what's your recovery process after each game?
I think after each game, for me, it's just winding down. It's the end of a pretty long week, again with work and rugby. So Sunday is quite a long rest day for me. So switching off, trying not to do too much, and then get the body ready for another week, really.
And from that, so you've come from Hartpury and this is your first season at the club. How have you found the transition into Nat 1 rugby, and who at the club have you think you've connected with the most?
Yeah, I think it's an interesting transition. Again, playing a lot of university rugby, it's probably a bit more tempo, but actually it's quite physical in that one. But I've liked the transition. It's been a good challenge, good sort of change of pace, and a different sort of challenge to overcome. I think in connection-wise, I think front row especially, you've got like Jimmy Litch, Luke Spring, some big sort of characters in that front row, a bit of experience. So it's been good sort of working close with them and learning from them.
So last game you scored 2 tries against DMP, making a huge contribution to the score sheet and the team. How did it feel to score those tries?
I mean, it's more of a team try, I guess. A couple of mauls, so the boys in the pack working hard to get me there. So I mean, it's great to get on the score sheet and put up a good score as a team overall.
So obviously you're a hooker. How would you describe yourself and your game? Would you say your strengths are shaped more by instinct or how you've been coached over the years?
I think personally coached. I think I've learned a lot from certain individuals, and sort of my scrummaging play, for example, as a hooker, it's quite a key aspect, but around the park as well, being in different environments, sort of growing up in the sport.
Is there any specific player that you look at and you try to implement when you play your game?
Difficult one. I'd probably go sort of Malcolm Marks, very sort of big character, physical, which I try to imitate as much as I can, but it's a difficult one.
And finally, we're up against Crusaders this weekend. How's the mood in camp ahead of another tough home game?
Yeah, I think the mood's really high. I mean, we've come off a good win on the weekend. We've had a few sort of blips at the end of the year, so sort of trying to rebuild now and finish off on a sort of strong high going into the end of the season, trying to go for that title. So yeah, really positive. Boys have been training well.
Thank you. Well, good luck for the weekend.
Thank you very much.